I don't really live check to check anymore. I can pay my rent and I can have some to put away or some to get me to the next pay period. Yes, I can have gas. I don't have to pick and choose.
Affordable housing is a persistent issue. Not only is it pervasive around the country, it's especially acute here in Charlotte.
I was chronically homeless, 5 to 7 years. You know, you gave me a place to call home and a heart and love. What you gave me, I'll never be able to replace.
So the Charlotte Housing Opportunity Investment Fund was created because of a need, a call to action, so to speak, of our private sector and our public sector that said we must do something. We're proud that the fund over the last 6 years has created almost 2,000 units of affordable housing. And we're very proud of the fact that 95% of those units are reserved for families whose income is less than 80% of area median income. That means about $84,500 for a family of 4.
We knew we had to find something that we could afford. So living off of pretty much my pension, so we had to take apartments that were in bad areas, and then having to decide, you know, whether to get food and whether I could afford my medication. I live with my daughter, Takira, and my granddaughter, Anari. We live in a three bedroom down here. But we now know that our rent is going to be where it is, you know, and that's the most wonderful thing.
You know, sometimes people come and they just feel the world has just stumped them, you know, and don't care. And then when we show them, when we go through the process and show them, no, we care, we want you here.
The fund supports even NOAH units. NOAH stands for Naturally Occurring Affordable Housing. We want to keep those affordable housing units out there. We want to keep them on the market. So what we do is we might provide funding to a developer to be able to renovate and take over that particular affordable housing complex so that we can keep the actual units on the ground and affordable for our residents here.
When I first arrived at Shamrock Gardens, I really found a uniqueness to the fact that we have so many people that have been here for years. We have residents that have generations of family members. We've installed new rain gutters that they never had before, new doors, new windows, things that the community really, really needed. Now they have a place that they are proud to call home as well.
But we also wanted to make sure that we have supportive services that are being offered in our affordable housing complexes.
I think it's important to have this virtual clinic here in this housing community because it allows easy access. It helps patients who don't have access to transportation to can just come on over and walk here to their clubhouse and get the care that they need.
As inflation ramps up construction costs, as interest rates rise, the financial gap needed to fill in order to execute the development of affordable housing is getting greater and greater. The Charlotte Housing Opportunity Investment Fund is a critical part of the execution of affordable housing.
CHOIF is truly an example of how we use our partnership with the city as well as all of our developers on the ground to deliver capital in a unique way. The CHOIF model has been so successful in Charlotte that it's setting the blueprint for how we're delivering impact nationwide.
I've seen and heard, unfortunately, of a lot of people that have had to lose their homes, move in with strangers because they can't afford the rents. That's why I'm happy that Shamrock is one of those properties that is keeping rents affordable.
We're proud of being able to provide financing to our developers so that we can make sure that our residents continue to have a safe, affordable place to live and a place called home. To support this work, we encourage you to contact us because we would love to be able to have a conversation regarding our fund and how you can be able to assist.